Star Trek Section 31 starring Michelle Yeoh was originally intended to be a show, but now is a film on Paramount Plus, releasing January 24th tomorrow as I'm recording this video. I'm Chainsaw Reacts. I had the opportunity to watch this film early. Let's dive in. I'll get straight to the point. I didn't enjoy this film. I really didn't. I wanted to, because you can see the potential here. You can see the potential of how this film could have been better, but the way it's executed, the story overall, a lot of the characters, including Michelle Yeoh's character, I really didn't care too much about what was happening to them. I really didn't. And the big twist, I guessed within 5 to 10 minutes. I guessed it pretty much right away. So when it happened, it wasn't shocking, because the way it was also revealed and handled wasn't great either. And there's other small twists and reveals as well throughout the story. It wasn't interesting. So whenever things happen to the characters, it really didn't bother me, because I wasn't invested, because the way they're set up, I just don't care. I don't. I think they could have easily reworked the script to make it feel more like it needs to be a film, because honestly, this feels, as it stands, it feels like a bloated episode of Star Trek on Paramount Plus. It doesn't feel like this should be a movie, because it doesn't feel like a film. It feels like I watched an episode of Star Trek on Paramount Plus, because that's what it felt like to me, because I've seen Strange New Worlds. I saw Picard. I saw these shows that had these episodes. Now, understand, Strange New Worlds is a great show. Picard season 1 and 2, season 3 was amazing, but this felt like to me it was just an episode of Star Trek that I was watching, because originally it was supposed to be a show. Section 31 as it stands, not a great story. Don't really care about the characters. The CGI at least is consistent in terms of being decent, and some of the action scenes, not all of them, but some, or at least entertaining to an extent. But there's a lot of times I'm just watching these characters, and I just don't really care what's happening to them, because the story and the way it's set up, it warrants me to not get invested, because I'm not really invested in these characters. And like I said, Michelle Yeoh's character as well, that's also included. She's the best part of the film, but at times I just don't really care what's happening, because I feel like they were going through so many development issues with this story in terms of it being a show originally, that when they eventually got to this film, they were scrapping stuff left and right, trying to figure out how they're going to make this work. If they would have gave this film like an extra 20 minutes and actually put in more story and effort into these characters, then I would care. But the way it stands, it just feels like they were just cramming stuff in and throwing stuff in, and they're hoping you're going to like these characters, because some of them are quirky and some of them have some weird things. It doesn't really matter. And at times, it didn't even feel like Star Trek. Like, it felt like they were trying to modernize it, which is the complaint that they're getting a lot now anyways from new Star Trek, from Star Trek fans, is that they're trying to modernize and do certain things that just feels kind of off in the world. And once again, it's here as well. It was noticeable, and it was just kind of strange. So overall, Section 31's underwhelming. I didn't have a good time. Michelle Yeoh is the best thing, but unfortunately, she doesn't save this. She unfortunately can't save it. So I don't expect anything else from this, because there are plans of potential, like they could do another one. I don't think it's going to happen, and it shouldn't, because this wasn't good. Anyways, I'm done rambling. It wasn't a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.